it just put a thought in me. I've it's kind of weird for me to say,
Right.
but I've never seen gay videos that are based on trap themes. I've not searched for gay videos.
Yeah,
But-
it would be weird if you like purposely find
Yeah,
it.
but sometimes you'll see things, right?
Right.
But you probably see like anime porn. But I've not seen
Oh, there's a lot, man. Like
what trap?
hentai for traps
Really?
is huge.
What are you checking out, man?
I'm not saying like the dick, but the dick is huge. Yeah, but yeah,
Really?
it is a popular genre.
No, but what about like real people dressing it up?
I can't say for that because I don't search for those things. But
Yeah.
in anime and all this, there's a huge fan base for this. Their fan base is mostly women.
Now here's the thing what I'm thinking about, like, because the thing is that if traps is such a sexual thing, sexual bending thing that makes people think sexual stuff in Japan, and Japan being one of the, I don't know, I would consider big producers of porn, they would most likely already use that. As in, like, they will most likely penetrate. They will most likely penetrate into that market. And it will be more obvious to see, but I just somehow...
What I'm scared of where you're going with this is the traps are usually teenage boys.
Oh,
So
You're
I
right.
think it's a bit tough for them to like do that. It's child porn.
you're right. Now that... that's the point that I don't disagree.
Right.
I don't agree because
Okay.
there are already child porn in Japan.
I mean, yes, but it's unpopular. It's not for the general masses.
You're right.
So
You are
they
right.
don't publish it
I think
publicly.
that's one of those like black market porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But here's the thing that how I experienced traps, right? The time I experienced traps.
Okay.
The first time I would say I've seen traps before, as in entertainment, not in real life, but I didn't quite.
Understand.
Yeah, I didn't even get into it because I was not really into the whole Japanese thing until a few years ago. But because I always come in through music, then I saw the band Jupiter, and I was just thinking, it's like, holy shit, the music is amazing. Then I check out the band. Then I see how the guy dressed. And instantly, I was confused because instead of thinking about the music, I started thinking about sexuality. Which...
It's making me feel funny.
Yeah, it does. It's making me feel
My
funny.
heart is racing.
Because sometimes, it's like, I think in some ways you're right, because the music videos with awesome music would just focus on the character, and the character, the player, the guitarist player, would have to make
dramatic turns.
yeah, some dramatic turns or some feministic way of doing things, and you'll be like, holy shit, I'm convinced,
Right.
but I'm having like this. Is it time to have a boner or what? But after that, I just got used to the idea. I just think that, holy shit, this is actually beautiful. This is art by itself. So my experience with trap so far is that I kind of went into a thing whereby I don't think it's a gay thing. I just think that it's a beauty and aesthetic, and it's an art form.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking about. But speaking of most of them being like teenage boys, I think the musicians that I see who are like dressing like females, they are like adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it didn't come across to me that most of them are actually teenage boys. Which, by the way, there is a popular guy, popular 16-year-old boy who's gaining traction on Japanese Twitter by the name of Ginsyamu.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that he had gotten so much of a huge following, and he's also not shy about his gender ambiguity. So one of his posts is that on Twitter he posts a picture, and the caption says, "Feel free to use this with the caption, coming home from school with my girlfriend or boyfriend."
Yeah, I heard this. I heard
Yeah.
this. Okay.
So-
So I didn't know there was a picture. Oh boy.
Yeah, there was a picture, and it's actually quite beautiful. I think we should work with this guy. Message him on Twitter. It's like, hey man, can we use it? Do you want to work together?
Defend yourself.
Defend yourself.
It's like instantly pressure him.
As soon as I read that caption, I'm kind of confused. Okay, maybe this thing is about gay stuff because they say, why would you say feel free to use? Why would you say coming home? Why would you encourage people to use this picture and then use this caption? Coming home from school with my girlfriend, boyfriend. Like, what are you trying to implicate? Because now all of a sudden I find myself contradicting myself because if it's just all about aesthetics, why this kind of messaging?
I don't know. I think he's still pure. His thoughts are still innocent, so he don't have any. No, but I take that back. He's a teenager, so hormones are raging, man. I want you to Photoshop the biggest dick on me. It's like stuff like that. But yeah.